Welcome into Live in the Bay. We have a great show for you today coming up. We're celebrating 40 years of community, culture, and care with Rafiki Coalition. We'll learn about the organization's mission to uplift health and wellness across the Bay Area, plus what's ahead for their milestone anniversary celebration. Then breakfast gets a southern twist when the owners of Town Biscuits stops by. We'll taste their authentic biscuit sandwiches and dive into all of the comfort food flavors that customers just can't get enough of. Plus, our next amazing kid brings major talent to the studio. Rising young dancer Aria Briosos shares her incredible journey from Bay Area performances to dancing alongside some huge names in entertainment. And later, we're getting a preview of Vallejo Pista San Nayon, the beloved Filipino cultural festival celebrating 40 years of food, music, and community. There's so much happening today on Live in the Bay. Welcome into Live in the Bay. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm Jessica Wills. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope everyone had a great Memorial holiday weekend, an extra day off. I love an extra day off. I love when Monday is the day off and then you're right into the week on Tuesday, and before you know it, it's the weekend again. That's my favorite thing. We have such a fun show lined up, so many incredible guests, some performances, a little bit of everything. We have an exciting one today, but let's get you kicked off and caught up on anything you may have missed in case you missed it. The Golden State Valkyries are heading into a huge week with plenty of momentum after a dominant win at Chase Center. Last night, the Valkyries rolled past the Connecticut Sun 97-70, with Gabby Williams leading the charge with 15 points. Fans also welcomed back Cici Zanda-Lassini, who returned after action recovering from a concussion. But one of the biggest moments of the night is when rookie Juste Yosite officially made her Valkyries debut. The 5th overall pick in the 2025 WNBA draft made an instant impact, scoring her first basket just 5 seconds after stepping onto the court and later knocking down a three-pointer. Now the energy shifts to two massive home games in Valhalla, first against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever on Thursday. That'll be a big one, followed by a showdown Sunday with the defending champion Las Vegas Aces. So two huge games. We need all of the Bay Area to show up and cheer them on. We know that you will. There's always the best crowds there. So these will be some fun games to pay attention to coming up this week. And speaking of being focused, head coach Natalie Nakase and the Golden State Valkyries shattered expectations in their inaugural season. The first expansion team to reach the postseason in its debut year, setting a women's sports record with more than 15,000 season ticket deposits. And Nakase, the WNBA's first Asian American head coach, adding another milestone, becoming the first coach of an expansion franchise to win Coach of the Year in a first season. KRON4's Aaron Wilson caught up with Nakase as she reflects on the historic run and the building blocks that got her there. Take a look.
For the Valkyries and for the city.
I haven't made one basket.
Put an X next to their name.
I haven't blocked one shot. I haven't done anything
They want to feel the moment.
other than try to bring the best out of people, encourage them, empower them, give them confidence.
Valkyries head coach Natalie Nakase proved to be one of a kind in her first season as head coach.
The first of a lifetime. Give it up for Valkyries head coach Natalie Nakase.
Building a culture that turned former opponents into a united team, embracing one message: we're better together.
To the playoffs. First expansion franchise in WNBA history to do so in their first season.
When you play a sport that is a team sport, then every piece matters. So if one player for some reason is more selfish than the entity of the team, or if they do put themselves before the team, it's the wrong player.
A mentality she herself learned as a player in high school and college, but also firsthand as a coach in the NBA.
We had a ton of talent when I coached on the men's side, and we were projected to win, but like all those guys have said outwardly to the media, like, man, if we just got along.
Nakase taking valuable lessons learned under her mentor Ty Lue in 10 seasons with the Clippers, and before him, former NBA coach Bob Hill.
He criticized or critiqued my scouting report for him. He was like, this isn't enough. And I'm like, what? And I go, I spent like a half a day on this. He goes, it's not enough. It needs to be detailed this, 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 and this. So then I went back through it another like 2 days. And I'm like, how's this? And he's like, okay. He's like, this is better.
Eventually taking them to Las Vegas to coach with someone of a similar background, Becky Hammond.
The NBA is really requires you almost to be a workaholic and a basketball junkie. That's obviously where I kind of got to know her and talk. And so, yeah, we had a similar background and similar lingo. We were able to establish that culture quickly, establish that trust quickly, establish that work ethic, and really set the standard of excellence in everything that we were doing.
All a continuation of values instilled by Natalie's parents, Gary and Deborah Nakase.
Both your parents are Japanese American, right? Second generation, making you third generation, correct? So what was the foundation that he laid for you as a player?
His mentality is that you work for everything that you earn. Nothing's given for free. And so with that, I was like, man, if I just outwork everyone, most likely I'll raise to the top.
Would you say if he was able to see you now that he would feel surprised to see that you're Coach of the Year of 2025? Or do you think he said, oh, I saw that coming?
No, he'd probably be like, okay, but you didn't win it. That's what he'd probably say. He's like, that's nice, that's a nice award, but I mean, again, he wants to be the best. So if the best is #1, then #1 is the standard. My dad would never yell at me during the games, but he would give me a look. And just that look alone meant like, hey, stop turning over the ball, or, you know, like play a little harder. Yeah, I think I see that a lot with my players, and that's really cool, but it's who they are.
And now, in year 2 of a 5-year time clock, Nakase is working hard to do just that, lead the Valkyries to being #1.
This team can do anything.
Aaron Wilson, KRON4 Sports.
Great reporting there by Aaron, and just a fabulous story. And we'll see if this season they can get back to the playoffs. I mean, the support for this team, I just love to see how it's their first year. The Bay Area shows out the most signed up pre-season ticket holders before the season even happens, the most merchandise being sold. So it's just so fun to see them do well. We'll be following along all season, of course. All right, this next one is a fun one. The San Mateo County Fair is back, and we've got your chance to experience it all for free. We're giving away a family 4-pack of tickets, and that includes a parking pass and a ride wristband, so you can enjoy everything the fair has to offer, from the thrilling carnival rides and delicious fair food to livestock exhibits, games, and family-friendly entertainment. Plus, don't forget about the free live concerts that are included with admission, bringing great music and big energy to the fairgrounds all day long. And whether you're craving funnel cakes, planning a family day out, or just looking for the perfect summer tradition, the San Mateo County Fair has something for everyone. Head over to KRON4.com and click on contests to enter for your chance to win. Good luck. It's going to be so fun. All right, some of the most recognizable puppets in TV and movie history came from the same workshop. And now fans are getting a chance to see the magic up close. For the first time, Jim Henson's Creature Shop in Queens, New York is opening its doors to the public. The shop has been building characters for decades, giving people an inside look at how the puppets are designed and brought to life.
One of the things that we hadn't done is really celebrate the works of the artisans that we have here in the workshop. There is a level of expertise here that, you know, we're sharing. You know, things are made one of a kind, you know, made by hand with artisans who have been trained for years and decades.
The shop also supports Sesame Street, but fans won't see Kermit or Miss Piggy there because Disney owns the Muppets. But tours of the Creature Shop will cost about $150 a person to go and check it out. But very cool. I love to see the behind the scenes of anything, and the fact that they are doing all of that by hand, very, very cool. All right, in our very own galaxy, not so far away, the force is strong with this boat, as a luxury yacht company has unveiled plans for a massive Star Wars-inspired mega yacht. Take a look at this. A nearly 500-foot concept vessel features a sharp, intimidating design of an Imperial cruiser straight out of the galaxy far, far away. And while the ship only exists as a concept right now, designers say there's no reason it couldn't eventually become a real working yacht. So the futuristic design includes accommodations for huge numbers of guests and crew members. But very cool there. Fun for Star Wars fans who I think would appreciate being aboard that ship, right? All All right, a new analysis of Google search data has revealed America's most misspelled words of 2026, and some of them may surprise you. The research conducted by the website unscrambler.com analyzed the words Americans searched most often using phrases like, how do you spell? And topping the list this year is the slang term bougie, followed by the word favorite. And coming in third was through, with business leading in fourth place. I do always have to remind myself, how do you spell that one? And rounding out the top 5, the word tomorrow, apparently giving plenty of people trouble when it comes to all of those extra letters. And that is going to lead us right into today's question of the day. We want to know, what word or phrase do you always have to slow down and sound out or double check before spelling? Go ahead and scan that QR code on your screen or head to Instagram and Facebook at Live in the Bay TV to send us your answers. And Brady is standing by. I want to loop her in for this one. Brady, I feel like I have so many tongue twisters all the time when it comes to spelling and reading. What's a word that trips you up?
I agree. I was just thinking, I have trouble with the word croissant, but I'm going to give myself a pass because it's technically French. So like, and then also the word receipt, the I before E thing. I always have to go through the little I before E, except after C, you know, give myself a little lesson when I'm spelling that one.
I have that with weird too. Weird.
Weird, yeah.
W-E-I-R-D.
Yeah,
I'm always like,
sometimes you have to see it also. It makes a difference if you're looking at it.
Yes.
Versus if you're spelling it in your head.
I know. And something I say all the time, definitely. But when I'm going to spell it, I just have to go through all the letters and make sure we're getting that one.
I agree. And I'm actually not a bad speller. So sometimes when I get, you know, when you're texting and it doesn't autocorrect you because you spelled it that badly.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, if Apple can't save me, then I'm out of luck here. I don't know what to do.
Well, these are all such good ones. But Brady, I want to know what the weather's looking like out there.
All right, well, we're going to want to pull our hair up today. It's going to be very windy, and this camera is kind of showing you just that. This is the view that you're supposed to be able to see in Pacifica, but we definitely have a little sea spray on this camera because it is super windy, and we do have some dangerous beach conditions out there. So make sure that you are prepared if you do find yourself along the coast through 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. A beach hazard statement for dangerous surf. We've got large breakers, strong rip currents out there at this point, so just put a little distance between yourself and the water. We do have a lot more sunshine along the coast today and area-wide, which is good news, but don't let it deceive you. It is still a little bit cool. Today, we are mostly only going to get into the 60s and 70s, so for some spots, still sticking to those below normal temperatures out there. A couple 70s inland, Antioch, Concord, Vacaville, Napa in the 70s as well. 60s pretty much everywhere else, so it'll still feel nice, but when we factor in these wind gusts, they're going to be up to potentially 40 miles per hour, especially in some of our higher terrain. We could see those getting up to 50 miles per hour. We see that wind relax a little bit as we head into tonight. Tomorrow, another breezy day, but not quite as windy as what's out there today. So if you're going to have a little fun tonight, maybe you want to go watch the Giants at Oracle Park. It's already chilly there, generally. We will see clear skies, but with that wind, it's going to feel awfully cool with those temperatures in the 50s. Here's a look at our futurecast. A little bit active in the Sierra over the next few days, but we stay mostly dry here. Periods of some sun and clouds, and we do start to warm things up starting tomorrow. So we get back to the 70s inland, and we stick to the 60s and 70s through about Saturday. Into the weekend, we warm things up just a little bit under lots of sunshine. At that point, inland spots are back into the 80s. Jess?
Brady, thank you so much for that update. Still to come here on Live in the Bay, we're celebrating 4 decades of impact in the Bay Area as Rafiki Coalition joins us to talk about community wellness and the mission that's guided their work for 40 years. And later, the sounds and traditions of the Philippines come to life as Vallejo Pista Sa Nayon joins us with a preview of this year's celebration featuring culture, entertainment, and a live heart performance you'll have to see to believe. All of that and so much more when Live in the Bay returns in 2 minutes. Stay with us. For 40 years, one Bay Area organization has worked to create spaces where healing, community, and opportunity all come together under one roof. From addressing health inequities to providing culturally grounded support and wellness resources, Rafiki Coalition has become a trusted pillar in San Francisco's Black and marginalized communities. Chanel Williams joins us now to talk about the organization's milestone anniversary. Chanel, welcome to Live in the Bay.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
Yes, we're happy to have you and highlight all the work that you guys are doing. So tell me about the Rafiki Coalition and what your mission is.
So Rafiki Coalition is an anchor organization in San Francisco. As you know, 40 years of service to this beautiful community. We have 4 clinics. We provide mental health treatment, complementary medicine, behavioral health support, all for free to the community. And it's really well received. I mean, we have so many folks that come to us for support, and it's so critical right now, given all the different cuts that we're seeing.
Yes, and just talk a little bit about, how much of an impact these kinds of services really make for these communities.
Well, we've seen amazing transitions for folks. I mean, folks come in with chronic health conditions, and they get into our movement classes, they get nutrition services, and there's this major transition that happens when they move towards health and well-being, away from constant doctor's appointments, emergency room visits. It's really transformative.
So you're really educating them on not just being reactive, kind of proactive about their health.
Absolutely. Them taking the power is really important for us, but them also having a community of support.
Yeah.
We really call it village building. Really having that social connection is the key ingredient that we see for change for folks.
Amazing. Another component is the mental health aspect of it. What sorts of resources are you offering there?
We have a whole range of mental health services. We do individual counseling, group counseling, couples counseling. We even have a perinatal program, so we work with moms and giving them the mental health support that they need, which we know is so critical, especially in the postpartum phase.
Yes, absolutely. I think the more mental health resources that everyone can have access to is just going to really benefit everyone. Amazing work, as I said, that you guys are doing, and 40 years is such a long time and such a great celebration to really get excited for. You guys have some fun things planned for celebrating 40 years.
Yes, we do. On June 10th, we have our 40th anniversary soiree, which will be at Pier 27. It's going to be from 5 to 9, and we're going to be honoring Congresswoman Latifah Simon, President Emeritus Chuck Collins from the YMCA San Francisco, and several other folks. It's going to be a really, really fun night full of celebration.
And how can people be a part of this evening?
Well, folks can go to our website, rafikicoalition.org, and just get involved. We're going to be here for another 40 years. We hope to serve San Francisco with all these amazing resources.
Amazing. And why did you choose the honorees for this evening?
Well, all of our honorees really have that legacy of community healing aspect to their work. Looking at Latifah Simon, Congresswoman Latifah Simon, she's been doing health equity work since she was a teenager when she started the Young Women's Freedom Center. And as we know, Chuck Collins, the former CEO of YMCA San Francisco, he's been doing this work for decades. So everyone that we've chosen has been really doing this work for decades.
Yeah. For you, what does it mean to be a part of this organization? It's so pivotal to give back and making sure people have the resources that they need. What does it mean to you to be a part of this?
Well, I am a San Francisco native, and I would say I'm a beneficiary of the amazing network of social services that we have here in San Francisco. I've been in community advocacy work for 25 years. So this really is my life's work, and I've been serving at Rafiki as a CEO for the past 3 years. So it's really meaningful for me to see the transformation happening in our community, and also have had family members that have suffered from chronic health conditions and really wish that they had access to services like Rafiki provides.
Yeah, incredible. What is next for Rafiki Coalition? What do you guys have coming up after celebrating 40 years? What do you want to focus on for the next 10 years?
Well, we really want to continue the good work that we're already doing, but we hope to expand and to get our services out beyond San Francisco. What we hear all the time from folks that come and take advantage of our amazing events, they're like, I wish this was like in the East Bay. I wish this was, even New York. We had someone come from New York to our Health and Healing Summit, which is also happening June 12th and June 13th.
Yeah.
They came all the way out here to take part in it. And so we want to look at how can we expand our services so that everyone in the Bay Area gets to benefit.
Yeah, for anyone that's watching and maybe they want to get involved and help out, are you looking for volunteers? Are there ways that people can be a part of it?
Absolutely. So for any opportunity, you can go to rafikicoalition.org and learn about all of our volunteer opportunities, all the amazing events that are happening. And we welcome any volunteers and anyone that wants to get involved and also take advantage of our services.
Okay, amazing. Chanel, this was so great. I love learning a little bit more about everything that you're doing, and we appreciate you sharing with us.
Amazing. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. If you want to learn more about the Rafiki Coalition, you can head to rafikicoalition.org. We'll also post their information on our website. That's liveinthebay.tv. Coming up, The studio stage is heating up with a performance from rising young Bay Area dancer Aria Briosos, whose moves have already taken her from local showcases to sharing the spotlight with some major names in music and dance. And as we head to break, you can still answer our question of the day. Scan the QR code there. Today we want to know, what word or phrase do you always have to slow down, sound out, or double check before spelling? Let us know, and your answer could be read a little bit later in the show. Don't go anywhere. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. Some performers have a way of lighting up a room the moment the music starts, and our next guest is already doing exactly that at a remarkably young age. Bay Area dancer Aria Briosos is quickly becoming a rising name in the dance world, bringing passion, precision, and fearless energy to every stage she steps onto. She joins us now to share her story and give us a special performance right here on Live in the Bay. Aria, so great to have you here.
Nice to see you too. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
I saw videos of you dancing and I was blown away, and I was like, we have to have Aria join us here on Live in the Bay so I can get to know you a little bit. So when did you first start dancing?
Well, it's a pretty interesting story. So how I first started was me and my dad. We would watch a lot of dance videos together, and then I tried out ballet for a little bit when I was like about 3 years old, and then I moved on to hip-hop with my hip-hop team Chapkas Dance Studio, and then currently now I'm working on freestyle, and one of my first freestyle teachers, her name is Katana Pop, and she helped me through a lot of my dance journey. But I do want to say, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's helped me throughout my dance journey, and yeah. That's just it.
Yeah, well, yes, thank you, absolutely, because it takes a lot of people to help you get to where you want to go, right? So you're already seeing that at such a young age. What do you love most about dancing? You've kind of already tried a couple different styles. What do you love most about it?
Honestly, just everything. It makes me so happy. Like, I knew it was my passion ever since I was little. Whenever, like, I feel emotion or anything, I know just dance. Let it all out. So, yeah, get on the dance floor, let it all out. That is incredible. And you've already been on some of the biggest stages. I want to talk about some of the people that you've danced with. One, La Russell, you auditioning for America's Got Talent. Tell me about that. That was so fun. I'm so grateful that La Russell and his team invited me and some other dancers and the choir to come with him to audition for AGT. And honestly, like, ever since I was little, I wanted to be on AGT for like so long. And it's just such a special moment.
Were you nervous before you went on?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous, and I saw like all of them. Like I saw Terry Crews, like all the judges panel. They were very nice.
Oh, so cool. Another group that you've danced with, which just blow me away, the Jabberwockies.
Oh yeah, I love them.
What was it like meeting them and getting to dance with them?
It was so fun. They were so nice, even though they couldn't talk because they're like using hand signals, like, you know. So basically, Russell DM'd me, and he wanted me to be a part of his music video, but it was like a complete surprise. Like, I did not know that Jabberwockies would be there, but like, I've been a fan of them for so long, like ever since I was like a baby, basically. And when I saw them, I knew I had to like take my shot. So I asked them if they wanted to do a video with me, and I was like so happy because they agreed to do it, and I just knew I had to do my best.
Oh, so cool. Well, you are gonna perform for us today, and I'm so excited to have you. What are you gonna perform for us?
Today I'm gonna be doing a freestyle, and I'm gonna show you guys like turfing and a couple of my hip hop elements, which include popping, tutting, and my waving.
Okay, Aria, well, I can't wait. Let's have you get into position, because this young Bay Area performer is bringing serious energy to the studio today, from local stages to sharing the spotlight with major names in music and dance. Aria Briosos is creating her own lane. Aria, take it away. An amazing kid. Thanks for being here at Live in the Bay. That was so incredible.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
If you want to learn more about Aria Briosas, head to liveinthebay.tv. We will link her information there. When we come back on the show, a legendary 80s hero is returning to the big screen for a brand new adventure packed with swords, action, and plenty of nostalgia. We got your first look at the final trailer for Masters of the Universe as He-Man faces off against Skeletor once again. Don't go anywhere. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Live in the Bay. I'm Jessica Wills. Still to come on the show, we're bringing a little Southern comfort to the Bay Area as the owners of Town Biscuits stop by with flaky biscuit sandwiches, comfort food favorites, and the story behind their growing breakfast spot. Plus, music, culture, and community take center stage as Vallejo Pista San Nayon previews its 40th anniversary celebration with live entertainment and special in-studio performance. But first, let's see what you had to say about our question of the day today. Today, we want to know, what word or phrase do you always have to slow down, sound out, or double check before spelling? I have so many tongue twisters all the time, every day, so I'm excited to see your answers. Let's bring in our first viewer. This one is from Matt, who said restaurant. Yes, one of those ones that you just kind of have to spell out every letter as you are typing it or writing it. Matt, thank you for that. Let's bring our next viewer answer. Reed said the word bureaucracy should not be spelled the way that it is. It gets me every time. Yeah, that's kind of one that I got to sound out to pronounce and enunciate as well. I agree, Reed. Thank you for that. Let's bring in our next viewer, Sue, who said whoever created the word guarantee didn't guarantee I would be able to spell it right every time. I know. You know what? Thankful for all of us, we have spell check, right? Whenever we're using our devices, our phone will let us know when we're off. So usually an easy fix, but you always got to double check. These are some good ones. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in their answers today. We always love to hear from you in our viewer voice. It's one of our favorite parts of the show, getting to interact with all of you guys and getting your voices heard. All you have to do is scan the QR code there, or you can go to our social media pages, Live in the Bay TV, on our Instagram and our Facebook. We love to hear from you. All right, a sword, a battle for a kingdom, and one of pop culture's most iconic heroes are heading back to theaters this summer. More than 4 decades after first introducing audiences to Eternia, Masters of the Universe is returning with a new live-action adventure that follows Prince Adam as he embraces his destiny as He-Man and faces off once again against the evil Skeletor. Here's your first look at the trailer for Masters of the Universe.
When you hold the magic sword, what do you say?
By the power of Grayskull.
Go on. Now you're ready.
Seems the prodigal prince has returned. I am a devil, but I mean to be a god.
What am I supposed to do?
You are he who will restore peace to Eternia.
Skeletor took my family, and he destroyed our world. I'm gonna fight for it. And Ram Man.
you!
And you, Fisto!
Mr. Allen!
It's Adam, dude.
Hey, put your neck away. Let me show you what real power looks like.
Our time for talk is over.
Can you come help me with this?
It is quite heavy, so if you could just...
Oh my God, yeah.
We'll see if He-Man truly has the power when Masters of the Universe slashes into theaters on June 5th. When we come back here on Live in the Bay, breakfast is getting a serious upgrade. The team behind Town Biscuits joins us with authentic Carolina-style biscuit sandwiches, southern flavors, and the comfort food combinations that have Bay Area customers lining up for more. Stay right there. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. There's something about the smell of a warm biscuit sandwich that instantly feels like comfort food at its best. Buttery, flaky, hearty, and made to be shared around the table. Chastity Barwick and Will Kovach, the owners of Town Biscuits, join us now to share the story behind their growing food spot and some of the menu favorites customers can't stop talking about. Thank you both so much for being here at Live in the Bay.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
Yes, this smells delicious. It smells so good. I want to learn a little bit more about the origins of Town Biscuits. So tell me how you got started.
Yeah, so I was originally born in North Carolina, where biscuits are a food group. You can find a homemade biscuit breakfast sandwich on every corner, in a gas station, at a truck stop. So last year, when I was pregnant with my child, I was having vivid dreams that I was eating like a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. And I would wake up just so sad and furious that it was a dream. So we started making our own. They got really good, and we were like, we need to share this with the city of Oakland.
Yes. So were you making them at home at first, just for yourself and for friends?
Exactly, to satisfy that craving.
Yeah, incredible. And then when did you decide we're taking this to another level? We need to get it out to everyone.
So Will and I have both been in restaurants our whole life. So I kind of knew I always wanted my own thing or had that itch. I never really knew what that would look like. And then when we realized these are delicious, there's nothing like it. So much food in Oakland, but not many breakfast biscuit sandwiches. So we were like, this is it, this is the thing.
This is it, we're doing it. Will, what are some of the different flavor combinations that you guys have come up with?
Well, we have a lot of savory ones, and we also have some great sweet options too. We have blueberry jam, strawberry jam, cinnamon honey butter, and those all go great on all of the savory options we have as well. And it's been so awesome to see our customers think of these crazy combinations for everything and just make their own thing out of our kind of small menu, but they've made it something more.
There's nothing better than a warm, delicious biscuit. So you guys brought a couple of your combinations here. Let's go through them. Tell me about this one right here. What do we have?
So this is the sausage, egg, and cheese. It's a classic, straight out of Chas's dream. It's our top seller. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, delicious. Okay, I love a sausage, egg, and cheese too. Like so simple, but so delicious when done right, right? Yes, okay, amazing. And then this right here.
This is the fried chicken biscuit. This is one that I knew had to be perfect.
Yes.
And this chicken, in my opinion, this is the fried chicken that you'll have at your grandma's house on Sunday afternoon with around your family and served on a biscuit.
And where are you kind of getting these recipes from? Is it just having the idea and then finding the recipe?
A lot of them come from Nana's house.
Yeah.
But then also we've done a lot of just research development ourselves, just trying different things and seeing what hits that flavor profile that we're working with.
Taste testing your way to perfection.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, incredible. I'm curious about this one. What is this one?
This is the blueberry jam and goat cheese. It was originally a chef special, and then a week came around and we were like, all right, time to take it off the menu, and our customers were mad. They were like, you can't take this off the menu, so, I mean, you gotta give the customers what they want, right?
Yeah, tried and tested, so that stayed on the menu. Okay, amazing. And then I think this is what I'm smelling over here that smells so good. Tell me what you have over here.
So this is our sausage gravy for our biscuits and gravy. Can I?
Yeah, please.
So it comes served on top of a biscuit like so, and this is just an absolute flavor bomb.
This one has really been with me, the recipe, for a long time. I love to make it from scratch because it's so easy and so many people just, you know, don't give it the credit it deserves, I think.
Yeah.
This is the best biscuits and gravy you will find in the Bay Area.
Ooh, that is a big statement, but as I said, it smells so good. So I am going to trust you on this.
Yeah.
You know, what does it mean to you guys to be so well received by the community and just have people, you know, lining up to taste all of your creations?
Oh, it means everything to me. I have been in hospitality my whole life, and it's not only about the food for me, it's about providing like a warm, welcoming, southern, hospitable place.
Yeah.
And I feel like our staff has done a great job of that. And our customers really are a huge part of that too. They come in just happy to be there. We've really developed like a weekly crowd that shows up for us every day. It's amazing to see.
What about for you, Will?
It's just a dream come true, honestly, you know, to have so many people so happy to, you know, share this with us.
Yeah, amazing. Well, where can people find out about you guys and kind of what you have coming up next and maybe any latest flavors that you guys are putting out there?
I'm big on Instagram. I post there the most often, and then you can come see us in store too.
Okay.
Yeah, come see us on 25th Street in between Broadway and Telegraph in downtown Oakland.
Perfect. Chastity, Will, thank you so much for showing up, giving us Town Biscuits. This all looks so delicious. Thank you. If you want to learn more about Town Biscuits, head over to our website. We'll link their information there. That's liveinthebay.tv. After the break, we're heading to Vallejo for a celebration filled with music, culture, food, and community. The team behind Vallejo Pista Sa Nayon joins us with a preview of this year's Milestone Festival, plus a special live harp performance right here in studio. As we head to break, here's a look at what you can catch tonight here on KRON 4. Stay right there. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. Every summer, one Vallejo tradition brings together generations of families through music, food, culture, and celebration. Now celebrating its 40th anniversary, Vallejo Pista Sa Nayon continues to grow into one of the Bay Area's biggest Filipino cultural festivals. Joining us now to share what's ahead for this year's milestone celebration is festival producer and chair Jen Mojica. Jen, welcome to Live in the Bay.
Hey, thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Yes, what a special celebration. 40 years. You know, tell me what this milestone means to you and your overall mission for this event.
The milestone is, it's such an honor. So our nonprofit Filipino community of Solano County Incorporated, they actually started 80 years ago.
Wow.
So these were Filipinos that moved to Vallejo and were looking for fellowship. They really built a bond, just a safe place to help each other out. And part of that signature of events that they had was Vallejo Pista Sa Nayon. So while they're celebrating 80 years, our signature festival is celebrating 40. So this year's theme is really special. It's honoring our culture through kwentuhan, which means storytelling. So we try to really like inspire and just really get folks to get interested in something before, during, and after the festival. We hope to impact change and just really promote our culture. And so this theme of storytelling, we hope brings generations together and really just open up that dialogue for active listening, stories untold. And so throughout the festival, you'll see how that spirit of kwentuhan is going to be really encouraged throughout. So
yeah, that is so beautiful. And I think that the more we're reminded to kind of slow down and listen to the stories from our parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and elders, you really do learn so much from hearing stories from them. So it's always a beautiful moment to stop and kind of listen and take that in. I love this theme. What are you doing for the celebration? What are some of the highlights that people can look forward to that's happening there?
It's so exciting. Our festival for the past few years has moved to Mare Island, and there's a lot of significance there because there were actually ships that sailed from Mare Island. You know, it was a naval base that led to the Battle of Manila Bay that won our independence. So having it there is so special. It's a beautiful, long concrete footprint at the Mare Island coal sheds right along the water. We've got next generation stages. We have our main stage, a cultural pavilion with just immersive experiences where people can learn and just have intimate learnings on the culture. Our parade is really fun. Folks get to show up and show out, represent their roots, where their ancestors and families are coming from in the Philippines, and then tons of good food. Like, we've curated a great lineup of food, like you have to come eat with us. And then shopping, our palenque or our shopping market, those are our merchandise vendors with a lot of cultural goods and things that you don't typically see. The San Francisco Bay Ferry has programming, free rides between downtown Vallejo and Mare Island. We are so ready to welcome folks, and there's so many other surprises that, oh, I gotta save some of it for later.
You gotta save some of it. There's
Yes.
so much, as you mentioned. And there's also gonna be music, of course. We are gonna get a sneak peek performance here of some of the celebrations that will be happening. Yes. So I want everyone to remember that the Vallejo Pista San Ion Festival is always celebrated the first weekend in June. You can find all the details at their website, VallejoPistaSanIon.com. And here to perform on the harp, Gabrielle Elise Padre. Take it away. If you want to learn more about the Vallejo Pista San Ion celebration, head to our website. That's liveinthebay.tv. Stay right here. After the break, we'll have a look at what's coming up tomorrow on the show. But first, here's what you can catch tonight here on KRON4 Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. Tomorrow on Live in the Bay, we preview the free summer concert season with the Golden Gate Park Band. Plus, Red Curtain Attic shares a dramatic new opera inspired by California wine country history. That does it for us today. If you missed anything, you can head to our website, liveinthebay.tv. Have a great afternoon, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.